Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the London Black Knights. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That's caught by Hollister. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it, and you work at it. But I don't care how much you prepare. It is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Dancing to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Goal to go.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
47 to Mike, boys, 47. Check, 47. All day, all day.
From the gun, Jackson. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Back at the 38.
They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Good. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jacob Hollister, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the 1st quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins, nothing.
Tua now on first down. Open man, Butler complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Tua to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Shaq Lawson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. And that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now Jackson on first down. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They go play action with Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go play action here on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a gain of 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Buying time to his left. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Justin Tucker lining up.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Tua going to throw. That's complete to Butler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
15. 1st down, Dolphins.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd
now a handoff here to his running back. And some space here. Touchdown! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Dolphins 18.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Flush to his right. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins 16. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And all the way down to the 39.
Tunga Vailoa's
a big play there for the Dolphins. 41 yards.
41-yard gain. And the Dolphin first down.
On first down, Tunga Vailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to Switzer over the middle. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
39.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Yes. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two and now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
But it brings up 3rd down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 14.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Toronto.
The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try clock with Johnson. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense After the break, they pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for our visitors, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. The loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field.